present Los Nobles Malbec, and with his wine we will start the ascension journey, as I steal the words from my colleague here. So go ahead, Pablo. It's all on your hands.
Well, first of all, thank you, Joaquin, for the introduction, and thank you for all Vinous team for organizing this beautiful tasting. Thank you all for assisting today, and of course I am honored to share the table with such good wines and good friends that we are here coming from Argentina, so thank you to all of them as well. Well, the wine I'm going to present today, as Joaquin said, is from Luján de Cuyo, is Los Nobles Malbec. It's a very important wine for Luigi Bosca wine. We've been doing this wine since 1994. So this wine has lived all this trip of winemaking philosophies during the 2000s, looking for concentration. And then in the last year, we have moved toward the look for the balance, the fruit expression, the freshness. The vineyard is in Vistalba. Vistalba is one of the areas, highest area in the north bank of Mendoza River in Luján de Cuyo. Luján de Cuyo is part of the first area planted with vineyards in Mendoza. Vistalba, the farm called Los Nobles, Finca Los Nobles, is set at 1,020 meters of elevation. But the most important thing is it's a very old vineyard. It's an en route Malbec, high density Malbec. It's planted over the second terrace of Mendoza River with a very poor soil, with quite heterogeneous on the alluvial fan of Mendoza River. Soils goes from 50 centimeters depth up to 1.5, 2 meters, depending the place of the vineyard. But the common factor there is the well-drained and the poor characteristic low organic matter that helps the vine to be more controlled in the way they grow. This area has a protection from the Pre-Andes that make that the weather there is a kind of a mild weather. It's a Winkler 3 in terms of classification of weather for growing the vines. And in terms of a vineyard, as I mentioned before, it's a very old vineyard. The natural crop are very low. It produces one bunch per shoot, almost naturally. So we need 2 vines to produce 1 bottle of wine. And that speaks about the concentration of the wine you are going to find there. In the winemaking, we've been looking for extracting the fruit character, starting with the decision of date picking, which is very early. Early, if we compare what we do 10 or 20 years ago, that we used to finish picking end of April or mid of April. Here we start picking end of March in order to have a more fresh expression of the fruit. 2021 was a cool vintage, as Joaquin mentioned. So you will find in the wine all the plum character, red fruit, which is typical from Malbec, but also with some slightly floral and spicy and fresh character and nice acidity in the palate. Regarding the winemaking, again, trying to extract very softly, punching down a small batch of oak cask or stainless steel tank, and then age in foudres. We have moved already 6 years ago from the Bordeaux barrels, 225 to 500 liters barrel, or to foudres of 2,000 or 5,000 liters, in order to moderate or nuance the character of the oak and giving pass to the fruit expression. And finally, the last words about this wine, which are very important, is that this wine is made under the rules of the DOC Luján de Cuyo. The DOC Luján de Cuyo was created in 1989, and it was quite innovative at that time, and it was the first. Has been a milestone, not only in the story of Malbec, but also in the story of Argentinian wines because it was the first practical evidence in which Argentina put an eye or put in value the Malbec and an area, which is Luján de Cuyo. I always like to present this wine like, it sounds a little bit pretentious, sorry, but it's it's a kind of Malbec that conquered the world. And why I'm saying this is because the Malbec from Luján de Cuyo were the Malbec that Argentina started exporting in the end of 90s and 2000, and were the Malbec that make all people fall in love with this grape. Of course, those Malbec were different from the ones we are doing today, and now you are going to taste several examples. But well, they keep the essence of Luján, which has to do with the red fruit, the soft and sweet tannins, and the chewy texture, which is about Malbec. So, hope you enjoyed, and thank you, Joaquin.